Hey everyone.
Hey everyone.
Hello,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
Just testing the
Testing the
video
video
and the audio.
Not
Not
sure
sure if it's picking up correctly or not. Hello, let me know if you can hear me because I'm testing this. Can you hear me? Oh, there's an echo? I wonder if it's picking up my other microphone. Okay, let's see if that helped. Can you still hear me? I was wondering if it picked up the other microphone off the laptop. Is that better? Hi Kayla. Yeah, Trello is really nice. Is the echo gone? Okay, awesome. All right. You know, and I've been in several groups. I want to post this up on my YouTube channel too because it was kind of a spontaneous live I was doing. But I've been in different groups and they're all asking about tracking their orders. A lot of people are getting frustrated or flustered about all their cup orders, what stage their cup is in, when it's going to be ready, and you know, getting it shipped and all of that. So I wanted to just kind of walk them through a free product here. This is Trello, and to your point, Kayla, there's a lot of purposes that can be used for this. I actually use something very similar to this in my professional business. The company, of course, paid for the products, and we do something called Agile Workflow. And so I'm used to seeing what we call a Kanban board, and this is very similar to that. So I felt like it would be fun to walk you through, show you what this product and tool is, and if it works for your business, great. If not, you know, no loss, but I think it'll help. So what I'm going to do, and actually I'm going to see if I can't just shrink this down. Let me know if, I'm going to do a test real quick because I haven't done this kind of share before with my desktop. So let me know that you can see me. I'm going to minimize this window a little bit. Let me know that you can actually see me moving my cursor around. Okay. So, were you able to see me? I mean, I know you can see my video, but can you see my mouse moving on the board? I just want to make sure that you're seeing the desktop. You know, going through the Facebook, I don't know if it's working or not. Okay. Okay, so can you guys see my mouse moving around? Can you see, I'm going to create a quick card here. I just want to make sure that, that you are seeing me work on the desktop here. So I'm going to add another card just to say testing, and then I'll talk to you more about the details here. Okay, so did you see me? Yep, you saw me adding that card. Okay, great. So while I'm doing this, I am not going to be able to see your comments. So I'll switch back and look at your comments as I'm moving through, okay? I don't want to, you know, lose you guys. So I'll pop back and forth in between what I'm going to show you. All right, so here's the thing. Let me switch back. Let me get my, let me get it back up here. Here we go. Okay, so this is Trello. And it's Trello.com, okay, and it's free. You can pay for a more bells and whistles, but I don't think it's really needed for this process. What I like about it is it's visual. And as artists, I think most of us are visual. And you can change the backgrounds to their default backgrounds. That's one of the upgrades. So if you pay, you can add your own design. So that's not a big deal. I can get by with that. When you first start out, you're going to call your board whatever you want. In this case, it's my business name, so Blackwell Art Corner. And what you're going to do is you're going to create your, what I call columns of your cards, all right? And to track our cups, what we do is you get your order, right? So you either are creating an order to fill for your show, or you're creating an order to satisfy a customer that called it in or came by and ordered one from you, right? So you have a name. You can use either their name or an order tracking number, invoice number, whatever works for your business. You can put that information here in the card. So as an example, I start with order name. That's my first column that we're going to work in. The second column I felt like was preparation. So you're going to take your cup and you got to prep it. And whether that means you're sanding it, you're painting it, you're doing whatever you need to do to get that cup ready to start the process. Then you're in the design phase. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you each card individually. Once you get done with the design, you know, you're doing whatever you're doing to it. You're using glitter, you're using mica powders, whatever it is, and I'll show you how you track all that. The next thing you're going to do is add a layer of resin, okay? And this might be the second layer of resin, depending on what you do during the design, but you're designing out what you're doing, and then you're doing it. And then the decal, if you have a decal, okay, name, whatever, and then your final layer of resin. And then what I did on the last card was prepare, delivery, and ship. Okay, so it's either in person or ship. So I'm going to pop back real quick and see if there's any questions. All right. So did you see my mouse moving along? I was showing you all the cards. Any questions so far? And welcome, everybody. If you know anybody that needs to utilize this information, please feel free to share the live out to them. I will be posting it in our group and on this page, my Blackwell Art Corner page. I will also be uploading it to my YouTube channel. Okay, so you'll have plenty of time to go back and recheck it. Okay, so now let's go back to the card. So now, here's the neat thing about this. Is the beautiful thing. So I've created my column. Underneath, I have my first customer. Okay, so when you open up your card, wiki. Okay. I have my order name here, and in this case it's customer 1. It could be anything up there. Again, your invoice number, whatever you like. Here's where you can put in your due date, and that's over here. So I open this up. It's a calendar, and usually it's a week out, so I just pick 22nd. I can tell it to remind me the day before. I can change that to whatever. Okay. Let's see. So I've got the due date. Enable the calendar power-ups. So you can do a lot more with this, but again, it was unnecessary for me. I was good with that. Okay, so now you've got your member. So I'm order name. My due date is here. My description. Now this is nice. This is where you put in everything about your order. So you can write it right off of your invoice. You could take it off the phone, type it in, whatever you want to do. What kind of cup, what size of cup, what kind of products are you going to use to create the design of the cup? Do they have a decal? This is the beautiful thing. Do they have a decal that they want to use specifically or that you already have? I'm going to attach it so that I remember which decal I'm using on this cup. So I'm just going to grab something here. I've got my tree. Grab it. Open. So now I've got my tree. And it's going to show me. Did you put it in there? I might have a little lag here because of the live. So let's go back. I'm going to grab it again. There we go. All right. So now it's going to show me my attachment, my item I need for my cup. It's going to be on that order. Okay. You can also type in here if they have a name and what kind of font you want to use, size information, that kind of thing. So it's really, really convenient right at your hands. The checklist, it's a one and done kind of process. So what I did was I created the checklist. I've got a prep cup. I've got glitter cup. I've got a resin. I've got sand it and add a decal, final resin layer, clean up, prep for delivery and or shipping. All right. You can add more, you can remove these on the individual, but most important thing, one and done, you can copy your checklist to each of your cards. So you're no longer having to, go and create them one by one. So that's the beauty of that. Now, you can add more comments. Let's say these are comments that I need for me, or maybe somebody else is doing something and they're helping you with this. Maybe they sanded it or they put on the second layer of resin. They could put something in here and give you information. You could put the customer phone number in there, you know, or some kind of rush information, whatever you need. All right. Now there's more you can do with it. I haven't needed to because, again, it's just me. I don't have any other members of my business working on these cups or anything, so it's not really necessary for me. So at this point now, I'm in the first, I'm going to close this because I want to show you, I'm in the first order name. So this is the very start of the order, okay? I haven't done anything to the cup. I'm going to switch back over here so I can see if you all have any more conversation. Okay. Are you still able to, yeah, you're able to see the tree that I added and everything. Everybody seeing the screen okay? I want to check in real quick. Make a comment so I know that you're seeing everything okay. Hello, y'all were there? Okay. All right. So let's go back. Great. Thank you, Nanette and Donna. Thank you very much. All right. So let's go back over to our cards. Okay. So now I have taken my order. I filled it in. I've got everything I need on this cup. I know what I need to add to the cup, all that stuff. Now I'm going to move it into the prep because that's my next. You just grab it with your left click on your mouse and pull it over. So now my cup card has been moved into the next column, and when I'm done prepping the cup, I'm going to check that off. It crosses it off the list, and it also shows me a percentage of how far it's gone. All right, so as I move through this cup, this is the really neat thing about this visual. I can move it to the next design. Okay, now I'm designing the cup, so it's on the spinner and I'm putting in the mica powders, everything that they wanted for this cup, and I'm planning to add that decal when I can. All right. So at this point now I'm going to move it into the next, and again, every time I move it, I'm theoretically going to be checking off whatever I've done to this cup, okay? And if I'm in the final resin or what have you and clean up, and I come out and it's in there, so now I can move it out through the process. This is really a very feasible way of tracking what you need to do, because hey, guess what? I'm in this and something went wrong and I have to move it back to preparation. Whatever, right? And I'm sliding it back. My other cards are moving along and I can still see my due date right here on the card. So right here is May 22nd. I can see if I have other cards that are in the process that they're not due until after the May 22nd date, I can see that this one is the problem and that I need to do something with it before the others. Keep it in process. You could probably, this one has a description and stuff. What I would like to see though is that I could change the color of the card, you know, like a red, yellow, that kind of thing. But I believe that that's in the next phase if you pay for it. Okay. But again, just get used to looking at your due date. So this is a nice way to track it, because you can imagine when you get all your multiple cups moving along and they're all in different stages, all you have to do is look visually at this. Now this is online, it's not on your desktop. And again, you go to Trello.com and you can set up your account and you know, see how it fits your business, see how it does for you. But I think it's a really nice option. I know a lot of people, upside down Lisa, I know a lot of people are really frustrated with all their orders and they're not able to track it, and this is something I do every day, so it's really nice to see a free tool that allows you to do it in your personal side as well. This is a kind of very, very similar to the tool I use at work. Okay, so any questions so far on this? I just thought I'd help and share something that I found out there for people. And again, this is one of a lot of different options if you're looking. I was ideally looking for an app that could be on the phone and on your desktop, that kind of thing. Haven't found that yet, but this is a nice alternative, because I actually have my laptop out here in the studio a lot. You're in gloves. Okay. Well, the resin on your keyboard or your phone. We don't want to see that. Oh, you're funny. All right, so it was a short live just to talk about the application. I'm hoping it helps everyone. And again, if it's not for your cup orders, you can use it for so many different things. So just give it a thought and see if it'll help organize your day. Hopefully it helps, and keep me posted as to whether or not you liked it, your feedback on it. And like I said, I'll be uploading this to YouTube as well. So that's all I have. You're welcome, Donna. Okay. So unless there's any other questions, I'm going to close this and tell you a happy, what is this, Tuesday night. Alrighty then. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.